ahead.
Get a screenshot.
Get a screenshot. Okay, hold on. Screenshot. Got it.
Welcome to live. Watch your step. May the 4th be with you. It is May 4th, ladies and gentlemen. 2021. Fired up, excited for everything. I don't even know where to start. Thank you for being here. Check out the new logo. We're fired up, live, weekly, daily.
Daily, mostly.
And yeah, so you didn't post that tag it yet, right?
No, I did not yet.
So I'm gonna make a quick announcement. So over on LinkedIn, I'm gonna be tagging someone today because we have a little thing going on. And shout out to Heather at Sofessa for reminding me. My apologies. There's a lot going on here. Sometimes things slip my mind. But Sofessa Conference is coming. Hashtag Sofessa 2021. And the president of Sofessa, Kirby at Elmer Schultz, tagged me on Friday evening. And he said, Tag, you're it. So I am it. I am passing the it. I'm tagging someone else today. Stay tuned. Go to my LinkedIn. Make sure you're following me and you're subscribed to everything that we have going on so you don't miss it. I was getting in some reps this morning, so you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so listen, great to have you all here with us on a Tuesday morning, Taco Tuesday. May the 4th, perfectly Taco Tuesday, may the 4th be with you, because tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo. And we're going to keep tacos rolling today, tomorrow. Let us know in the comments, what are you doing in your neck of the woods for Cinco de Mayo? Does it mean anything to you? Are you going anywhere? My girlfriend is Mexican, so you can rest assured we're going to have a fiesta.
Margaritas.
We're going to have a fiesta.
We're having margaritas tomorrow.
I'll be having a siesta while she has a fiesta.
Yes.
She's watching right now. She's probably like, oh, God, he's annoying. So cool. Listen, Fed Conference 2022, we had a very big meeting yesterday putting together these sponsorship packets.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting close to figuring out exactly how it's going to be laid down. And then Lisa will be in the design room putting these things together.
This is the design room.
This is the design room. It's also the fired up room. So Fed Conference 2022, love to know what you all would love to see there as far as content goes. We're going to have workshops. We're going to have keynotes. We're going to have the connection engine going on in our Connection Express area. Signature drinks, fired up booth. There's going to be a lot of things.
We have tons of ideas.
And we're going to execute on them.
Yes.
So very exciting as we look to get the industry fired up about digital branding, digital marketing for our industry specifically. And it's going to be great. So Fed Conference 22, stay tuned. Good morning to Mr. Rick and Taz and Dylan. The boys are back in town. I like it. I like it. So if we go over to Fed Nation, we look at some things to get fired up about. One thing I'll say is we're going to be fired up about the Fed membership coming. So stay tuned. There'll be a lot of details. In the meantime, make sure you continue to check out the content we're putting through. Our new About Us video.
Yes.
Right? That's circulating, so check that out. Love to know your thoughts on that.
Jesus says, morning.
Jesus in the building. So I posted last night. This is something to be fired up about, to get people excited, to understanding what they need to be doing. Right, wrong, or indifferent. This is the Rich Maliki way. Selling to people who actually want to hear from you is more effective than interrupting strangers who don't. And I just went on to say that you have to find your audience, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are in the industry, you're in the food equipment industry, you're in the service side, you're in the sales side, you're in the manufacturing side, you're in the consultants, it doesn't matter where you are. You have to sit there and say to yourself, who is my audience and what value am I going to bring them today? And that is your way. That should be your train of thought every single day. You put your feet on the floor and you go out into the world. This is now part of your daily business. This is part of your day. This is part of your business strategy. And you have to say, who's my audience and what value can I bring to them today? I'm here on this Fired Up Live daily, weekly, because I want to bring value to people in my audience for free, right here. Me and you right now, we're doing this right now. And I hope to bring value to you every single day in some way, shape, or form. And understanding the audience, if you're looking at, like, listen, if I'm a rep right now, I'm probably in my test kitchen figuring out what cool videos we're going to put out to not only entertain, but to engage and educate. That's probably what I'm doing right now. We have some interesting things we're going to be doing here with our new instant burger machine from Brewster.
Yes, I'm excited about that, actually.
So we have, it's going to be fun. We have some interesting things we're going to do in the new test kitchen here. Brewster, we got an instant burger machine. Not only are we going to be selling these bad boys here in Jersey, we're going to be doing some interesting cooking videos to not only show you the use, also incorporate some fun and some food into it. Because listen, at the end of the day, we're all in the food industry. We're in the food industry. And you've definitely seen me get more involved in the food side with the Get Out Go Eat initiative. I think it's important. And I think that's something that we'll talk about as Fed develops and how Get Out Go Eat might be something you want to begin to implement in your market. Lots of interesting things there.
Taz is going to do Get Out Go Eat Arkansas.
Why not?
Jesus, Get Out Go Eat Florida.
Get out, go brunch. Get out, go do something. So then I'm looking through Fed today. I'm fired up about all the conversations going on Fed. That's quite honestly what this is really right now. So I'm looking at Gina from Partstown. So she posted, how'd you get started? And it's funny that she put that there because at one point I was thinking about doing a podcast within this group called How'd You Get Here?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just going to be about, 15, 20-minute podcasts where we talk about people's stories on how they got into the industry, because it's not easy to find your way here unless you're really connected to family. So it's really not, this is not something on anyone's, horizon. Like, oh yeah, when I get out of high school here, I can't wait to get into the food equipment industry. Like, no one's thinking about that because they don't even know it's there. I mean, that's one of the reasons we're here.
I was your insurance agent.
She worked for the insurance company that we have for our benefits here. And yeah, I mean, it's just, she would, you didn't know what was going on here.
No.
Before, like, you didn't even know this existed.
I had a great story on Josh's podcast on Blue is the New White about how I went to high school up the block from Malachi, and I would walk past here all the time because I had friends that lived downtown or whatever, so I would walk past this building, and I had no idea what this building was.
No, you're not the only one.
So that was my story on Josh's podcast.
Yeah, and people walk by this building, they have no idea what this building is. We're in a residential neighborhood. If you're ever in Jersey, come by. Let me show you the neighborhood we're in, because we're in the middle of homes. So yeah, listen, this is the building my dad got back in '95. We've been here ever since, and I don't plan on leaving this building anytime soon. So yeah, but she asked it. It was a great question. It was great to see some of the answers. Tom Reinhardt, who was an OG in the industry, he got out of the Army in 1982. I was 1. Lisa wasn't even a thought yet.
Nope.
No one was even thinking about you.
No.
Bounced around a bit until I was hired for the first Burger King going into my town. I was done with training and I was put to work helping with the maintenance department finish the store. When opening happened, I was hired on as a tech. A couple of years went to work for Oregon ASA. Ron Service in 2000, moved back across the river to Wilson Enterprises. 4 years ago, I purchased the company. Like others, I seem to have started young. My mother would tell the story of our dial telephone not working and me taking it apart and it working when I put it back together. The part of the story that I am not sure is totally accurate is that she said I was 4 years old at the time. It's probably accurate. Mothers don't forget. Mothers remember dates, times. It's crazy. So, and this is pretty cool because my dad, was would take jobs all over the place as he was growing up. My mom used to tell me that he would come home purple and smelling disgusting because he would actually be one of those guys that would drop down on like a platform in these oil tankers and be cleaning.
Oh, wow.
And she was like, you're going to get cancer from this. You got to stop doing this job. So anyway, listen, he moved on from that job. He had all kinds of different jobs. He worked for PepsiCo, KFC. And that's one of the things. He was a maintenance guy at KFC. And that's kind of really how I think he got started with these fryers. But I think from KFC, he went to PepsiCo, where he was kind of doing maintenance stuff. And he went in and asked for a job one day. He went in and asked for a raise. And the guy told him no, and don't ask again. So my father said, okay, I won't ask again. I quit. He didn't tell my mom. He went and had business cards made at the local joint here in town. Went to my grandmother, my mom's mom, and said, "Can I borrow $10,000? I'll pay you back 3 times the amount." He said, I need $10,000.
Okay.
And he paid her back 3 times the amount, trust me.
This sounds a lot like someone I know.
Really?
Yeah. When someone tells us no, we're like, all right, we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. And so he went and got a van, a little clunker, and he already had his tools, threw some tools on the van, and I remember it actually being a tan van, and I remember sitting in that passenger seat at like 7 or whatever I was. I remember it, and I remember him driving and singing Huey Lewis in the News, and just taking me around to some different things. But that's how Malachi really started. He went to Burger King. He went to the KFCs that he used to work at. He went to the NJCU.
Wow.
It was Jersey City State College at the time, Hudson County Community. He went and handed cards. He says, he walked in and he said, "You call me at 2 a.m. or 2 p.m., I come."
Wow.
And that was his spiel. And that's how he started to build Malachi. And then over and over and over, he just did it over day in and day out. And we actually have old VHS cassette tapes of my birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
I was like 10, and my cousin Eileen was in the kitchen at my grandmother's house. The phone rings. She answers it, "Malachi Mechanical."
Get out.
I have it on VHS.
We have to digitize that.
Yeah. And okay, and she's taking a message. A few minutes later, my father walks in. I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you.
This is live, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens. Allergies. So my father looks in, she gives him a message. She said, "Oh, it's Jersey City State College." He was there for 3 minutes. He kissed me on the head. He said, "Happy birthday, kid. I gotta go, everyone." He had a service call. All calls. I was 10, so that was 91. So there was no really cell phones going on. It was just, he had his pager, and so he would have to roll. He would just roll on the call, and everything would be forwarded. And before it was forwarded to my grandmother's house, it was, remember that kitchen I showed you?
Yes.
Down on First Street?
Yeah.
That's where my mom would be answering the phone, and they had a tape recorder playing with office sounds in the background.
No.
So when you pick up the phone out of the mechanical, it sounded like low chatter, typing,
Get
phones
out.
ringing.
That's amazing.
To make it to be perceived that this is a busy business and it's a real business, and it was a real business. It was a one-man business, but it was real. Well, it was a two because my mom was a very big piece of that puzzle. It wouldn't have been able to happen without her. So yeah, that was the start, and that's how I'm in this business here today, because I was with my dad from the beginning. I would be down at the first place that we had, this little trailer down on Orient Street.
Mm-hmm.
I would be down there at 10, 11, 12 years old, breaking boxes, sweeping, whatever my father told me. "Yeah, Rich, go bring that over here." Whatever it was. It might have been the smallest, silliest thing, but he had me moving. He had me working in the summertime. He'd come in, he'd rip the blanket off me at 7. "Get up." I'm like, I'm 12. He's like, "I don't care. No one sleeps in this house. Let's go. Go help your mother." So, and then I would come here every day from 95 to 99. I would take the number 10 bus. I'd walk down the block, come here and put stock on the shelf from 3 to 5.
That's amazing.
And then go home and have to do homework.
I respect that a lot. That's awesome.
And that's how this industry is. I mean, it's a lot of family stuff. If we look at this, so many people answered. Andrew Reese, working at McDonald's when I was 14, the fryer stopped heating oil almost 2 weeks after I started, and the tech came to fix it. My dad was a mechanic, so naturally I was intrigued and asked the man 101 questions about what things were and how they worked. Fast forward 6 years, I landed a job as a service manager for chemical cleaning Swisher. 6 months into it, started doing hospitality chemical systems, dropped into the hell with no training, which when you get to this industry, you'll find that most people are just thrown into the frying pan, right into the fire. Swisher was both the worst and best job I ever had. Helped me gain the experience I need to be successful in the industry. Not in the best terms, but I learned the hard lessons the hard way, and lots and lots of failures. Isn't that how we do it? Look at Taz. Harlow's Donuts, my uncle's shop. I was 12. I remember him talking about how expensive repairs were and why he had strict rules for taking care of his machines.
That makes sense.
Planned maintenance.
Exactly.
That's why you're in facilities, making sure people taking care of stuff, Taz. Roger Shoup, my pops and his brothers worked at the Hobart factory. Mom made him quit his career as a minor league hockey player when she got pregnant with my oldest brother, as the Detroit Red Wings drafted him. He got a real job at the Hobart factory in Troy. Dad worked with the factory trainers. He was even national service advisor for a while. Moved to Troy, bought a whole bar agency in Kansas when I was about 4. Been around it one way, shape, or form all my life. Had me banging around mixers and slicers since high school. Fed Nation, outstanding service. Omar, high school friend of mine, parent on the tortilla making and distribution business. Hired me as a maintenance mechanic for the tortilla ovens a few years after high school. Evolved into a full-fledged career. Loved it ever since.
Wow, that's awesome.
There's so many stories on how we got here. You know, when you dig down deep into what Fed Nation is, there's stories. This is about people. This isn't about the equipment. This isn't about anything else. This is people stories. This is how they've used these and this at the same time. You talk about, oh, college, work smarter, not harder. How about working smarter and harder? How about doing that and building something? Because that's what this industry is. That's what you need to be fired up about. You're in this industry, you should be fired up about who you are and how you got here. And the story's just, your story's not over yet. I know my name. I feel like I'm just getting started at 39. I waited my whole life to stand here. My dad used to tell me, Rich, when you're the boss and you call the shots, you do what you want. Until then, go put the parts on the shelf and keep your mouth shut. You got it, Dad. And I did. And now here I am. And now we're making changes and we're impacting the industry, I think, in a beautiful way. And we're making changes. And it's exciting times to be part of this industry. You know, and we talked yesterday about the governor here in Jersey. May 19th, we're going to be opened back up. There's still going to be some social distancing and masks and restrictions in place in that vein, but it will be 100%. There's no caps on anything anymore on May 19th.
Yeah.
So we're making positive strides. I know some people are saying, well, that's still not going to be good enough, but you know what? We're getting there. So lots of stuff to be fired up about. Chris Rowling was on here yesterday, did a video. I'm putting you on.
Monday in the books. Shout out to Rich Malicki for really pumping this thing up, man. See you guys out there working hard. It's getting warm. Man, y'all stay hydrated. Get some water.
I like his sunglasses. Can we get those? Can we get Malicki
I
sunglasses?
have them. I'll get more. Not like that, exactly like that, but I did have them. We'll get some sunglasses.
I like those.
Let's do it. So you see Chris getting fired up in there, telling the Fed Nation to get ready for summer, stay hydrated. That's important. Especially in this summer heat with those HVAC techs on the roof. Please be careful. Please be safe. Please take the proper precautions. But that, again, you see what Fed Nation is? It's people. It's people looking out for other people. He didn't have to do that video and tell you guys, hey man, stay hydrated, summer's coming, we got this. Come on, this is what we're building. This is community. That's what we're fired up about on a Tuesday on the 4th of May. May the 4th be with you. What do we got in the comments? I know I'm missing some things.
I just want to remind you, you got things to do, Richard.
I got things to do. I got to reel this in a little bit. We got a big meeting going on here.
All right, so Taz says, literally having the key account combo with leadership right now. So many people do not get it.
The key account conversation. Key accounts are key. They really are. And we're hyper focused on our key accounts here. So I urge end user customers all the time as we're talking, like, become loyal, become a key account, see the difference. It matters.
Kurt says, this would have been cool if you dressed up like Chewbacca.
Put that on the list. Order a Chewbacca costume from Amazon. I guarantee you they have it.
For next year.
For next year.
That's
it.
That's
really it. So listen, we're not gonna go too much further into this. Let me just I'm getting some things here. I'm getting some messages from upstairs.
Uh-oh. I need some hold music.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I gave you dead air. Okay, so listen, obviously we've been fired up about how we got here on a Tuesday.
Josh has a question for you, though.
Josh Solon.
What makes a key account to MPS?
What makes a key account to MPS? So we have to look at dollars and cents, Josh. That's what really matters at the end of the day for me as a key account. That's one of the big things. So if you're doing $4,000 a year here, I mean, we appreciate. And I got to talk from a business standpoint. And if we're talking candid, and I know I'm on live, but listen, this is real. This is real. If you do $4,000 a year, $5,000 a year here, we appreciate every single dollar and every single call you make. But if you're calling me 3 times a year, 4 times a year, it's not that I don't care about you. It's just that if my key account calls and you call at the same time, my key account's going to get service first because they're calling me 3 times a day. So that's really what it's going to boil down to from this pure business perspective. And we look at key accounts; those are usually multi-locations, right? Those are the people that have six locations, 8 locations, 40 locations. Those are going to be your major key accounts because again, they're going to be calling you daily. We have a C-store here in town, not in town. We have a C-store here in New Jersey that's got over 150 locations that we service. Every single Turbo Chef oven, every single Mary Chef oven for them, amongst some other things that we do, and they are on the board daily. We wake up to 10 calls. That's a key account. So it has to make, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, right? For the key account. And I think that's really what it boils down to. You have to be loyal. Now, there also could be, listen, there also could be that other opposite end of the spectrum where, you have a maybe $10,000 a year account versus your $200,000 key account. But that $10,000 account, they call you every maybe there's a summer location, like we have a lot of Jersey Shore stuff. And I know they call me all summer and they're going to do $10,000 in 3 months. And that's great. We're going to take care of them. We're going to rock. They are a major piece of our success, especially in summer months when you couple them together, 10,000, 10,000 on these Jersey Shore locations. So there's those loyal accounts, but they're still probably not going to be handled like that $200,000 account. And listen, that's not me making that up. I mean, look, you have key accounts across the board on these major manufacturers. They do things for these key accounts they would never do for that one-off. I mean, we're just going to replace it for them. We're just going to replace it for them. And then you have XYZ who bought 1 piece of equipment last year versus the key account that bought 100 pieces of equipment. They're not going to replace it for the XYZ guy that bought the one. They're just not going to. Sorry. Keep doing this, do whatever you got to do, but we're not replacing it. There's things you do for the people that give you the volume. And then look, as a family business, you also have these loyal accounts that have been with you from the beginning, and they might not be high octane, but they might be that $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10,000 a year account. But they're so loyal, they've been there, and you have these relationships. That's kind of a key account to my heart. So that's the key to my heart. Key account to my heart. So I think it varies in that sense, but for the main projection of what a key account is, it's the volume. It's the loyal, day in, day out, calling for everything you need, and we are there for you tremendously. We have accounts here. I have a woman that calls me from a supermarket. She says, "Rich, need this done today. Need this fryer taken out from this store, brought to this store, reinstalled over there. Got to be today." And I'll say, "Of course it'll be today. Are you kidding me? There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I'll make it happen, even if it's 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night. We gotta go. We gotta go." So that's what you get back when you become a key account. You get the guys and the gals here in the trenches, and you pick up the phone. You call guys like Josh if you're a key account. You call guys like Rich Malachi here in Jersey, and you say, "I need it done." I'm gonna go, "You damn right. You need it done, and you're gonna get it done." So it works both ways. You give the volume, I give the service. I give the care, I give the respect. And I hope that answers the question proper, Josh. I hope I'm not too far off from what you believe. But maybe this is a conversation we have on the next live that we do together. Let's talk about what key accounts are, what they get, and why whoever is in their market needs to become a key account. We could be fired up about that all day. And that is going to be my Fired Up Live on a Tuesday. I have a big meeting coming. I got to go get ready for that. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, may the 4th be with you. Stay fired up all day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful one.